Alright, whatever. So my teammates call, hey, they're on cat, they're pushed up cat, whatever. So at this point, I say to my teammate number 8, who's that? That's AZK, he's the long player. Hey, let's just go out long. If they're playing on cat, most likely they're not going to be playing long at the same time. So we're just going to go out long together. We come out long, and then LDLC actually decides to come back too long. But since we're already at the corner and fighting, we just committed to that fight. We ended up winning the aim battles, and that basically secured us the round. So I got a nice 3 kill there. Don't know where the last player is. Don't really need to throw the bomb across at that point. We have 4 versus 1. We can just straight up fight. So we ended up taking that round. That's not a problem. Plus demo pause. Bind O plus demo underscore pause. Let's try that. This guy's fucking lying to me. I'm just gonna do this. No quotes on no, whatever. Second round, a few of us are going B tunnels, so basically we're gonna go off what the call is. I like coming B tunnels. The reason why I come B tunnels a lot is because it's safe to come through B tunnels. You're not gonna get scouted at mid, for example. One of the problems that we had when we were at Gfinity is that we always got scouted on second round when we were on eco and I was like green box or palm tree. So instead of going there and taking that battle, I'm coming through lower B and I'm playing it really safe. And if my teammate calls like no one cross B, we can do a B rush. So it's safe in that respect. We're gonna smoke mid doors. With the smoke, I still want to throw a flash here in case they're doing an NOA stack, and that's why you see me just spamming here, because a lot of teams, when there's a smoke that goes down in mid, they're gonna stack on top of the head and shoot you when you're going cat. Now when I'm at 16 health right now, I wanted to go back to hold B tunnel flank, but the call was that we're just gonna go split up a 3-2 split. So that's why you saw me going back up Xbox there. Unfortunately, I got one shot by the CZ or whatever was up there. So we're just going to fast forward this because I'm dead. And there's not much more to say about that. So this next round, when you're against an eco, you can take your long spawn. So I had at the start there, I had the long spawn. So I was spawned pretty close up the ramp towards long. And we're just going to throw a couple flashes over. And then basically you want to peek out long and see if the enemy is there or not. So when we peeked out and we didn't see them, we're just kind of like edging out slowly. Once you get into pit, like this is a great position to be in. You control all of long. You can see who's on the site. And you can just basically control this entire area. So the reason why you see me just not peeking at all here is because LDLC, for example, in the first round, they retook long actually. They got spotted on cat and they came back and retook long. So what I'm doing here in pit is I'm waiting for them to retake long control. I have a feeling that once they get spotted on cat, obviously they're cat because they're not long, they're going to come back and try to retake long, and I'm going to be here. They're not going to expect me to be hiding in pit. I'm just going to shoot them and kill them. So that's why I'm just playing at this angle. My teammates right now are taking up cat control. And then I'm able to come up and try to support them when they're actually like grinding out all the kills. So here I spawned one elevator, made the call for my teammates. I'm just going to peek into CT spawn, find out what's going on. Obviously it's smoked off, but I'm holding CT spawn. And now I'm just going to go back and watch the long flank because the enemy could have pushed through and come and flank long. He's got an AK. I know that because Swag died with it. So I'm actually going to push through and try to actually find out where he is and kill him. You see me running with a Glock out because he's ecoing. He most likely doesn't have armor. The Glock's pretty good against people with no armor. I'm running around with it because you run a lot quicker with the Glock as opposed to running with an AK. And I can jump around and it's harder for him to hit me. And I can find out where he is and then and take a proper engagement from there. So we have 3 rounds on the board. This is the first gun round coming in here. First gun round, I'm going to go through B tunnels again. Again, I like to come this way. It's safe. You don't get picked by oppers or scouters at middle. You don't get naded or anything. You get to come tunnels. So I'm going to come into here. I always peek it this way. That's so if they're boosted on cat, I'm jiggle peeking, I'm showing an arm, and I'm peeking close into the box so that they don't really see like my arm or anything poking out too much. I will always want to clear close mid. I will always want to clear like anyone who's playing close left of the doors. Here you can see me just setting up a quick smoke and flash for CT spawn, and we're just going to come out and we're actually just holding here. We're not actually trying to do anything too much. Now is when we actually do the commitment. My teammate peeked the window, CT spawn smoked off, so now I'm just pressuring a heavy mid to B, and my teammates should be actually following me in, but it looked like we kind of had a bad commitment there because I got baited at window and Swag got baited at tunnels. So that was actually a poor execution from us getting into the B-bomb site. At this point right now, basically what my team's doing is they're kind of slowly working kills because we have so much time on the board. Scott was watching CT spawn, Daze was looking for the kill into A site, or into B site, and I believe it was AZK and tunnels just looking for the opening as well. Cash Mum for real. Thanks for the sub, dude. So that was our decision making behind that round. Next round coming up. You see me, I've spawned towards A, they're on eco. Skadoodle had the long spawn, so he's going to take that long spawn, he's going to scout. I'm going to sit here with a flash ready. If he's getting pushed, if he calls out their close long, I can flash for him. He's just going to run out. And we see Happy's behind a smoke here. We can't actually see anything. So I'm just going to flash the corner. And then we find Happy beyond the smoke and we just kill him. The flash at the corner is so that if any of the CTs are playing like this angle looking here, this angle, or this angle, they'll all be blind and we can safely get into the pit. But again, get one person long. Thanks, Inti, for the $10. You get long, you hold off basically this entire angle. Here at this point, we don't really have map control. What I'm doing is I'm just walking up long. I'm seeing, hey, what the fuck? There's no one A. I've walked up long. There's no one A. It's a 4 versus 2. I'm just clearing this out. I'm calling actually right now, and this is a mistake by me. I've actually called my teammates back because they were running to B there, and Swag was out mid. And I'm just like, wait a minute. I've just cleared CT. It's clear. Cat's clear. Site's clear. What the fuck is going on? So I've called my teammates back to long, and it's the 4 versus 2, and I don't know if I do see his head, which is lucky, and then I see the other eye on Cat. So that was very, very, very lucky. LDLC was actually stacked there, and had my teammates actually come back, that might have been really, really, really bad. But luckily I spotted shots and I got the kill. So this round, I wasn't sure if I was going to do a fast cat or not. Here, what you see me doing, and I'm gonna pause it again real quick, is where's this pause? I'm gonna emphasize my money. So right now you can see me. I have $6,600 after I just rebought. What's sometimes good to do, especially when the enemy's low money, so we can see them $100, $200, $1,200, $1,400. They can't really afford a whole lot of nades. So what I do at the start of the round is you see me throwing the smoke over long and throwing a couple of flashbangs over as well. What that's going to do, if you're a CT player, you see the smoke, you see the flashes, you immediately start throwing counter flashes. You want to keep counter flashing and counter smoking long, and what that's doing basically is it's taking away all their grenades, all their defensive grenades early in the round. If I take this away early in the round, it's going to make it extremely difficult for them later in the round to actually hold their positions. So at the start, I threw my smoke, I threw my flashes, I went to spawn, and I rebought my flashes. Now I can still use my flashes in the round, but the enemy who's down there at long, that's MDK, he's only got one flash left to hold long by himself. So here we're coming back to long. We've done the fake fast day. I'm flashing my teammates out long. We're just going out and clearing it right now. MBK was blind at blue bin. Dave's got the free kill on him. And now we're just going to come across and we've got a 5 versus 3. We're just going to come across and bang out long. Throw a Molotov in the site in case anyone's hiding there. Smoke the cross. Wait a second for them to kind of make a reaction to that. What you don't want to do is like immediately cross, because if they throw a flash and run through it, they have a way to like scrim you and make a huge play on you. But at this point here, it looks like they're just running off and saving. Happy over in T-spawn and Shock's just holding B doors with a knot. And when we're in this 4 versus 2 situation, we have the bomb planted, we know they're saving, and we have shitloads of money, we're actually going to go and chase and try to take down the counter-terrorist weapons. Because their money's so shit, if they have one op, that's like, it's just so game-changing having that one op. So here, we know Shox is in the tunnels, we're actually just going to hunt him down and try to bang him out. Clock's ticking down. I'm just holding B tunnels. He peeks me, I headshot him. See ya, Shox. You snooze, you lose. Next round coming in here. LDLC, it looks like they are force buying. We see a FAMAS in the hands of them. They have no head armor. Shox hasn't even bought yet. They have smoke flash. It looks like they have pretty much a full set of nades. And again here, I just set up a fast fake fast long rather, last round. So this round, when we do the real one, they don't know what to expect. They're still using their counters, and it keeps them on their toes if we do it, like, switch between fake and the real one, because they have to basically hold it or defend it the exact same way every time. Going a 2-for-2 trade there, it's not bad at all. AZK is able to get another kill, so now we have a 3 versus 2 situation. This is absolutely the upper hand for the terrorists in this position. So when you're in the position 3 versus 2, this is great to have. AZK is going to peek out and get the last kill. Kiyoshima is trying to just make a play on him. He's got a 1 versus 3. He needs to take an aim duel and try to get a kill. LDLC, they've lost 5 rounds in a row. They're at 7-0 down. They're getting basically full max money bonus, and they keep force buying. So we're going to keep punishing them like this. You see me here. I'm coming around palm tree side this time, where you normally see me go tunnels. And this is because we feel like they're going to actually do like a pistol save and maybe scrim up and stuff, and I want to be close to long to help AZK. We did hear that FAMAS, we know that they bought, so I'm going to get close to AZK now. And we might try to like scout out long a little bit. Skadoodle we see here, he's actually just peeking so that if NBK or anyone peeks through this door here, they're going to get basically blasted. And I'm going to flash out for AZK to actually swing around the corner and peek. AZK is just peeking close, but he's a little scared to go out in case they've pushed up long. That's why I'm just sitting here spamming the door. But right now we have a minute left on the clock. We haven't really done anything for map control. We haven't scouted anything. We haven't done anything. We need to start making a move. So you see us regrouping in mid. I haven't peeked that entire time until the smoke went down in mid. I don't want to get scouted. I flashed mid. Don't want to get scouted. Make my way up cat. The smoke that you see me doing here, and I give the bomb away for this reason. I give the bomb away because I'm about to spawn drop. So I throw a smoke for CT spawn. I molly the site, and my teammates are going to flash, and I'm just going to drop down spawn. I'm going to hold spawn, but I'm also going to run up, and I'm going to make a play and try to kill the long players. So I kill the ramp player. I get killed by the long player. That's not bad. I've still made an opening for my teammates. I made it a 1-for-1 trade. As an entry killer, entry fragger on the team, a 1-for-1 trade on Dust 2, opening up a site like that, is absolutely acceptable. There's nothing wrong with it. Kiyoshima here in a 1 versus 2 is able to get 1 kill, and he's able to kill Skadoodle. So they get the first round win. I think the reason why we lost that round is because there's a couple of reasons. So I'm just going to pause it real quick and talk about it. One of the reasons is a minute left on the clock. We still haven't done anything. We don't have cat control. We don't really know what's happening at long. We are at lower B, but mid's all smoky. We don't know what's going on. We don't know where they're playing from. We don't know where they're stacked. CTs were playing a setup like this, and then 2 B sides somewhere. And what happened is, as we smoked off spawn, they already had 3 people committed to A. There was no spawn rotator for me to kill. So that right there doesn't really help us at all. I came up, I swung around, I killed this guy. We're both dead because their long player, instead of focusing on long, he was actually focusing on me and killed me. And we didn't actually have anyone at long to kind of keep his attention away. And if his attention's if this long player's focused on our long player, boom, I got the free kill. I got the second kill of Goose. Because this guy killed me, I didn't get to spawn the Goose player. The Goose player got my teammates, and then Kiyoshima was able to play it in a 1 versus 2 and win that. That's where we went wrong. 1, we took too long. We didn't check the Goose. Our long player didn't distract this guy. That's how it fell apart. It's as simple as that. So the next time we do that, we need to have a guy along, distracting. Maybe more flashes going off. If I get to spawn the Goose player, we win that. If these guys come in and clear Goose, we win that. So there's so many variables that we could have done that could have won us the round, but we didn't get to do it. Shame. Next round coming up, we just basically gave them a round. At this point in time, our mindset is we won 7 in a row, we lost 1. If we win this next round, we reset their money bonus. So it's very good for us if we're able to win right here, and it doesn't matter that we lost the 1 round. I come through lower B. I'm going to clear middle quickly. I'm going to set up smoke for city spawn and a flash. That's going to basically make them think that we're doing a mid to B. We're actually going to come back and try to go mid to B. We had the initial pick. We thought it was going to be a good play. But in this situation, actually, it would have been better if we actually went back and hit A together as 5 people in a 5 versus 4 and just isolate them 5 versus 2 at A. Instead, we decided to go for mid to B, and Smiths had us up there, which didn't help. I think part of the reason why we decided to go B was because we thought their op would have been on A, and if their op was A, then it would have been extremely difficult for us to actually take the A bomb site as opposed to taking B. So that really fucked us there. So I'm just gonna fast forward to the next round. Obviously they won that because we made a bad decision to go out mid to B instead of just 5 versus 2 at A. And if I go back to myself, just dropping weapons and spawn. And you can see that I'm buying, you see that I buy a Molotov every round. That's so I can use it on A site or Goose or fucking anywhere. I use it Cat Cubby right here by the stairs. That's also a good spot to use it. So a lot of good spots to use it. But we saw Skadrul actually got a nice kill at long on MBK, and he's in the pit now. So what we want to do together, we smoke off mid doors, we throw a flash into mid so we can get up to Cat, and we're gonna actually try to take Cat control. So there you saw me kill Shocks. We're taking Cat control. Ska's in pit. He's got this entire area on lockdown basically. So now all we have to do is we have to worry about anyone who's down here or anyone who's up here. We actually kill the guy who's pushing us, that's happy, and we're just gonna take A site together. But Smiths has rotated over and he's just picking us apart. So right there, instantly, we just say, fuck this guy, let's go back, let's go B tunnels. So here I'm smoking and flashing from mid to B. I call that Kiyoshima just ran to B, he's at the doors. Smiths is actually right behind us in the smoke. And I'm just gonna tell my teammates, fucking go to B, I'll hold city spawn. I'm holding the smoke. If they get to B and they're able to hold that, that's good. I hear him running away. I think he's going for the save, so I'm just running at him. I just ran at him there. I knew he was going for the fucking save. There's no way he's gonna win that 1 versus 3. He's smoked out. All this time is going away. There's so many spots he has to clear. And his team's gonna be money fucked. He wants to keep that up, so just rush at him. I killed him. They have no money. We just reset their money. That is absolutely huge because they don't have an op. Now they're just CZ by. Come back to tunnels. And we're doing a default. We have a feeling that they could be eco, but we're not entirely sure. We're just clearing everything out. I'm spamming here in case there's a player on the other side by Xbox. Again, you're going to watch the way I clear out Cat. Jiggle peek it, peek it. I see him close on Cat. I'm just trying to take a shot at him. I jump there. It's very difficult for him to actually hit the shot on me, but it's just for me so I can see if he's actually there or not. We're just slowly taking control of everything, and it looks like all the CTs are pushing us here, here, fucking here. They're just pushing at us, and Ska's gonna get the last kill in T-spawn. LDLC just tried to push us and try to scrim us with some kills. It's as simple as that. Next round coming up, we suspect they could probably buy here. Gonna swing over to Palm Tree and not go my usual way around to through B tunnels. But again, I'm not gonna peek middle. I'm not gonna peek against an opera. I'm gonna wait for them to do some sort of scrimmy mid push here. That's why you saw me going behind the barrel. But my teammate Daze he's already on Cat right now. He's gone Cat fairly quickly. Swag's already dead at B. So that's a large reason why we're doing this. And we're actually just gonna go smoke and flash mid, and we're gonna walk Skadoodle out, and he's gonna try to go for a mid pick again. If we try to switch to his point of view, he gets the kill. That's a huge pick, opening up the round. We're gonna re-flash CT spawn. But at this point, I think we want to go back and do heavy presence tunnels as opposed to heavy presence out mid. Not entirely sure what we choose to do. I thought it would have... I think in this position, I think I was calling we should all go back tunnels and leave one person mid, whoever has smokes and flashes mid, like EZK for example. And we just go be together through tunnels because we killed one of the B players already. And we know that they play 3A, 2B on most gun rounds. So that was the decision behind that. And then Shox is actually just going to run in at AZK and just make huge individual plays. Good night. So I think if we went back through the tunnels immediately after Skadoodle got the initial pick and left one person there to re-smoke and flash middle, and then we went 3 people through tunnels, I think we would have won that round. But we just hesitated, and then it was like a 1 person rotating at a time, and we just went single file, and it didn't work out in that way. So here, we did an early smoke middle. That's going to allow me to actually run down this way and not get scattered or opt. I'm just looking here for like an aggressive push on Cat from one of the CT players. Daze is actually outside long, so it looks like we wanted to set up for some sort of long execute this round. Here, just clearing close mid doors. My teammate Skadoodle should actually be close to me, holding for mid as well, so I'm never like peeking mid alone. There's always, like, Skadoodle every round is supposed to be covering me, so if I die from a mid player peeking, Skadoodle is supposed to get the trade kill at the very least. Here we're just taking cat control. We have players sitting outside long. Looks like we're just going to do a 3-2-A split. Again, you're going to see me molly the A bomb site. You're going to see me flash twice up high. And because we're not smoking spawn, I don't know if my teammate's smoking it, I'm probably not going to spawn drop if there's no smoke down there. So see me coming up cat. I'm just clearing out the site. I'm going to plant 4 cat. Skadoodle's still holding cat, so that's good. I'm just going to plant for him. And we're going to play this 3 versus 2 from holding cat control. Got a sweet kill onto Kiyoshima. We win the round. I'm pretty sure this puts them back on an eco. Yeah, they're on like a force buy here or an eco for the second last round. So if they buy here, which it looks like they are doing, they're doing a full commitment to buy. That means that they're going to have force buys for the next 2 rounds. So this is putting us in a very, very comfortable position already. Just going to do a fast A. We have the spawns. I smoke the corner, flash over. And we're going to try to get out to blue bin. And once we're at blue bin, that's when we can reflash and go again. So we're just going to flash here. I'm going to flash the pit. I'm going to try to jump into the pit. But I get killed by Shox, who's actually not blind at all. We didn't have enough flashes going off. And I think a large problem with that is that Skadoodle just didn't flash for us at all. We see he's got both of his flashes still. So I think that was like probably the biggest fault of that round. God really needed to flash for us. If you flash the corner here, like what I was talking about earlier, and I'm able to jump into pit and kill this guy in pit while Shox is just blind over here, we win that round. But Ska was like, I don't know what he was doing, but he didn't throw a flash, so that's not that good. They won that round. They're able to buy. That one round, it could have been 2 free wins for us, but instead it turned out to be 1 loss, and then we're against guns instead of, you know, it's a hard round to win now. And you see that we actually full CZ bot here, so that's not good. I want to take quick control of mid. I'm going out here. We have CZs. Swag and AZK are able to kill the B pushers. Boom, we're in the site. I'm just actually going to hang out here with a CZ and play this angle. Like, no one expects you to be in this position in a match. Like, it's just so random to be here in a match. So being at this box, no one's really going to check it. I have a CZ close distance. When they actually come up the ramp, I'm just going to peek out and blast them. So that's that for the half. 11-4 is a very good half to have. We made that mistake on the first gun round that we lost, as well as the follow-up round. So we had that mistake where we tried going, we had the 5 versus 4 and we tried splitting on B against Smith's op, so we lost that round. We lost the round where, I think we lost like the following round. We lost the round where we went out long against them and we didn't have enough flashes. And I forget what the 4th round loss that we had was. But alas, we're on CT side. We're going to have the CT side pistol coming up here. gonna come to long. And the reason I have a nade out is because I think they're gonna like burst it together, like flash and just burst out with 4 people. But it ended up just being happy just scouting it out. I thought they were gonna do at this point I'm like, they're not long. I think they're going full B commitment. My teammates are calling mid B, mid B, mid B. So I'm just gonna run through and try to get a quick flank. Kill anyone who's like looking for rotators. That helps my teammate Skadoodle actually get out into a safe position. But at this point, I'm just gonna come and quickly flank through tunnels and get a really good quick flank on them. And they don't really expect the flank because obviously they ran out here and they ran up here. And it's like, who's gonna flank? So we're able to get this pistol as well, which is pretty cool. So I just play long on this map. It's a really boring position, but it's a really important position both at the same time. So here, basically, your job is to sit in this pit. You don't want to put yourself in another position. For example, if I play blue bin, or I play close doors, and they just like do one flash and rush out at me, I'm fucked. Like my teammate can't help me, I can't do anything. My teammates called that they were doing like heavy up cat, so I'm just gonna smoke off the doors. And I'm gonna run and try to help them, and I'll show you in a second actually. I'm just gonna hit pause. So, just before, actually let's finish this round first and then I'll talk about it. Okay, the round's over basically. So, when my teammates call that 4 of them are running up cat, what I do is I smoke off these doors. Instead of sitting in pit where I can't really fucking do anything, I'm going to run over to this corner, over here, where I can still peek into long, but I can still get to, maybe if I get to this angle here, so if I have this smoked off, I can still fight towards A site and peek towards long both at the same time from this position, from this area. So that's why I want to move. The other thing is my teammates called 4 people, so at most there's 1 person lurking. Sitting in pit at that time doesn't really make sense at all. So I shifted myself towards A site, but I kept looking long because I expected 1 person to be lurking. QKI, thanks for the sub, QKI. Notice how I'm not holding shift the entire game? So again, about long, if you're playing blue bin, or you're playing like close doors, or you're playing here, if the enemy were to just rush out with 1 flash, and you kill 1, maybe 2 of them at most and die, that's not good, if they're on eco. If I'm playing in pit, and I spot them coming out, I can throw a counter flash here. I can have Skadoodle, who should be over here. He can come and he can just basically aim at them, watch them dropping down on me. I can crossfire with him, and we've got a nice crossfire going off. That's why I want to be in pit every round. I don't want to be in any other position. Pit is the best place, especially against an eco. Against an eco, pit's good, or playing at the corner because you can at least like fall back here. Enemy's doing a B rush, so I sit here. Obviously, I see nothing. Boring as fuck. Important position, boring as fuck position. Like, you only really get kills, or you only really get kills if they do like a B push against, a long take against you, like either a fast A or like a late round A take. Everything else you're just rotating, and it's like post plant. It's like bombs planted, that's when you're rotating type of thing. Here we decide, first round, let's try to scrim them. So we tried to do a tunnel push. And what happened there was, Daze and I are, with the smoke, we're both supposed to actually go into lower tunnels. I'm supposed to try to get 1 kill, and then he's supposed to like trade off of me. So I'm basically the live bait. But what we saw happen there was Daze actually came out here or something and got opt. And then I was by myself in the tunnels. So that was shit. We didn't run the strat the way it was supposed to be run, and it ended up costing us. The reason we tried to do some sort of scrimmy push strat on the first gun round is because it catches them off guard and it really sets the pace of the game. Like if you do that and they're basically at that point like, we can't really make mistakes. We can't throw away any rounds. We have 14. We have 4 rounds against their 14. We can't do anything and like make any mistakes. So if we kind of just make them feel so pressured, then it's really good for us. AZK there actually got a 3 kill, which was not expected at all, but absolutely fucking crucial. Honestly, the way they lined up, he shouldn't have gotten those kills at all. Like, we should have lost that round. Good night, Liddy. If I switch back to me, again, coming along. I'm waiting for the smoke before I cross. I don't want to get scattered or scrimmed or anything. And again, I get to the pit, and I'm just going to hold from pit. And I've still got my smoke and flashes, and I usually keep my smoke really late into the game. You want to see the AZK 3K? Alright. I'll show you the AZK 3K. So here they're all going back to B tunnels, and AZK just comes back, and he's just gonna hold B here. There's a round. And then talk about my boring life over at long. Not much is going on here. Again, it's just me doing a lot of spotting. Oh, they're going mid to B. Now I rotate. It's me and Skadoodle. What are we gonna do? We tried to go for it. So I come out. Happy's just waiting for rotators. He kills me. I'm not able to kill him. So long, farewell. We're sad to see you go. Perhaps in that position. I mean, 2 versus 3, the bomb was just planted. It wasn't that bad of an idea to go for it. We had such a round lead. Like, we can risk it. We can risk going for it. It's not a problem. So at this point here, I have 16 health. I'm against an Opper. I'm actually going to try to challenge him again because, well, against an Opper, I mean, you're pretty much dead one shot anyway, so it doesn't matter if I have 100 health or if I have 16 health. So that's why I chose to push him. We're on eco anyways. Here we decide to do 1 more eco, and the reason why we do a second eco is that we have a round lead. We have 15 to 6. We're on match point. Let's save for ops, and let's do something where we can really just kind of own the map. So one way to do that is to op A and op B. Just have 2 ops, just controlling the map. So that's why we decided to double eco and just try to save up for those ops. Here I'm just trying to see if I can take away guns, but Happy is T-spawn where he buys his guns, so he's able to kill me. Here I throw a smoke there. I didn't get the angle or the bounce that I expected to, but basically that smoke is to come up so I can cross the pit without getting opped. And normally I have my smoke really late into the round, but this round I needed to use it on long so I can get to long safely. But again, I'm just long, I have my flashes, I'm waiting for something to happen. Skadoodle dies, but Daze gets the trade kill, that's not too bad. I'm going to creep up long, and the reason why I crept up long there is because I didn't know if they were taking cat control or if they were going to... Like, normally you don't have an op just sitting there. You'd put a rifle there and the opera would go up cat. So having the opera there is kind of random as hell. And I wanted to take the duel with the rifle and just have long control. But they just sat an opera there, which is kind of weird, and I died because of it. We ended up losing that round, 15 to 8. We do an eco here, and let me talk about this eco for a second. So we smoke off mid doors, and then we actually cross everyone to B, and we're just doing a B stack here. What's common for teams to do is B rush on ecos. When you're on eco, you do random stacks. So you don't play default. If you play default, you're gonna lose. You either stack 4 people at A, or you stack 4 people at B, and you want to play in positions where you're hidden back of sight, you're like outside the doors or something, you're behind big box. So that's what our intentions are at the moment. So here we're coming in, and they're pushing to the side at the same time. We're just gonna run in and just try to kill them all. Swag's able to get some kills with the CZ. I'm unable to get any kills, but I do shitloads of damage. Standard. I always do shitloads of damage and just never kill anyone. But that's on my old crosshair. Again, just coming along. Same old boring shit. Basically, you can't really do anything different than this. This is like the safest way to kind of take long control. If they actually came at me long, you'd see me do something different. But until then, I'm just doing the same shit. It's my teammates at the other parts of the map that are doing crazy things. So the reason why I'm long solo here is because my teammates are on cat. And because my teammates are on cat, that may make them want to come out long. And then I'm just in this position here, just waiting for them. Kind of just trying to get them unexpectedly. Ska's gonna just fall back. He's gonna hold cat. Again, I'm just holding long this entire time. It's literally the most boring job on the planet. So here, not much to be said. I'm at long solo. I want to clear out long. I want to make sure that's clear. It looks really clear. I don't think anyone's lurking me. So I'm going to wait for my teammates to come and we can do a retake together. But because we're in a 3 versus 4 and our economy's not that sick and we still have the round buffer, and now that AZK's dead especially, we're actually going to save our weapons. So I'm just going to sit here. And I'm positioned in a way that if they come out the doors, I can see them. But if they come long, I can see them as well. So I'm going to get this kill. Unfortunately, I shot the op away. But I think I'm going to go and try to grab it anyways. And get to the pit. So this is a pretty big save for us, especially because we're low on money at the moment. So I'm going to give this op to one of my teammates who can actually do something with it. My teammate's smoking long for me, so I don't have to. But because of that early pick on Swag, and I actually doubled AZK there, Daisy's actually going to have to rotate to B early. Ska's going to hold cat solo, and I'm going to hold long solo. And this is a really risky setup over at A, but it basically strengthens our B hold. And it looks like LDLC, with that pick, and because they doubled and got AZK down to 36 health, they were leaning on B side. And it looks like that's what they wanted to do, some sort of either 4-man B take or a split mid to B. But at this point, with the smoke over at mid doors, it means that they want to take cat control. So it looks like one person's actually coming to take long from me. That's why I just smoked long doors now. I've a minute left in the round, so if they come to kill me, there's 40 seconds left in the round only. I don't know. Oh, Ska was on the cat ledge and got picked off by a cat player. I'm just holding long. I killed the long player. I'm going to swing back around to hold this. But AZK actually left B, and he rotated to A, and now LDLC is all rotating back. And actually, AZK is in a really risky position there, being really up close. Because he died, that gave LDLC the bump site. I think that was a crucial mistake in this round. Had AZK, instead of being up here fighting, had he just gone straight into the site and held the site, and we could watch his mid to B, I think we could have won the round. But unfortunately that didn't happen. Daze is going to flank the tunnels. I'm going to come from the window. Daze can't see anyone yet. And he's going to go down. So I'm in a 1 versus 2. I kill one, but MBK's walked out the doors already. And I didn't know that. I think my teammate called Big Box. That's why I was checking that. So I pretty much lost that round. 6 health I left him with. I'd give him 94 and 4. 94 and 4. So demoralizing. Here, we're getting a little nervous at this point. We're saying, alright, our ops aren't really working. We're losing rounds. Let's just buy up. Let's buy our rifles. And we actually stack 4 people on A. So we're gonna say if they come A, we win. I got opt through a smoke there, so that was a really lucky pick off by Happy. That was kind of bullshit, to be honest. But we're doing the stack here. We're just fully committing to an A stack. This is a gamble. It's a huge gamble. And the reason why you want to take a gamble like this is because we didn't buy any ops. We're probably not gonna win by doing default. If they come A, this is our best chance at winning the round if they come A. If they go B, I'd rather, you know, save all our weapons and use them in the next round if they go B than to commit to, you know, whatever. So here, smoking, flashing, coming B. They're clearing B, they came B. Fuck it. We took a gamble, it didn't pay off. What we do, we don't leave this area. We do not leave this area, or we shouldn't leave this area. We should not move. We should just hold this part of the map. Just here, we just cut it off. Don't move. We want to keep our guns. That's the whole point of doing the force buy. That's the whole point of stacking 4 people A. They come A, we win. They go B, we save. That's the logic behind it. So here I'm just going to fast forward a little bit because it's just a whole bunch of us saving. So here we actually see Skadoodle taking my position, I'm taking his. That's because he's got a rifle right now instead of an op. So here I'm just spamming into the doors. And I'm gonna, Daisy's already on A site, he's just spotting that. So I'm just here at long at the start. Pit is my position, so we're just doubling up long here and we're committed to like an A retake. But once we call that there's fast mid to B's happening, we're gonna rotate. And we're gonna rotate quick. And I'm gonna come through here, or most likely going through tunnels rather. So we'll see that coming out in a second. AZK is actually just sitting here just killing them all as I come into B. So AZK had just a monstrous round here holding the mid to B. And now it's AZK and myself in a 2 versus 1. And I think AZK, yeah, AZK gets, so huge round coming in, individual play from him. And we're able to win the game 16-12.